Why will you pass the SEMA strategic case study exams? Hi there. I know exams are upon you and upon us, but for me, it's good news. And I'm thinking, why will you pass the case study? You know why? Because this exam, it's not a big deal. The only way you will pass this case study is by giving your best. You have to give your best. No question there, no doubts there. It is an absolute necessity that you give your best. But why? The question is, why would you give your best? For me, it's simple. My dad taught me that whatever I do in my life, I have to give my best. So, the past session of the case study exam, you have seen some of the videos on YouTube, but I've done 13 live sessions. I've created a 50 plus GB content folder. I've had my biggest batch since I started teaching this case study. So I gave my best. Okay, without a doubt, I gave my best. So it's time for you to give your best. No second guessing. There's no doubt there. So for me, as I said, the reason is simple: to give my best. So I do it. It's part and parcel of my life. Why would you? You probably have your reasons, but maybe just a couple of thoughts. One is this exam. If you're here, right, if you're at the brink of writing the exam, if you booked for your exam, if you studied for your exam, if you downloaded your pre-scene, if you watched the YouTube videos, right, if you're here, if you're able to take this exam, it means you've done bigger things. You've done much bigger things in life. And for a person who has done bigger things in life, this ये तो छोटी बात है यार. This is easy. This is peanuts. It's not a big deal. And after all, it's an exam. Come on. Exams don't decide our fate. It's just a stepping stone in life. Right? It's not even a hurdle. It's just an exam. So I don't see any reason why you can't give your best. So you might be, these are challenging freaking times that we are living in, right? COVID, lockdown, deaths, earthquakes, tsunamis, I don't know, almost tsunamis, floods, right? Protests. There is no peace of mind. So when I did my case study exam back in 2012, I was in a different place. I was doing 3 jobs. I had no challenge like this. There was no social problem. There were no protests. There was no lockdown. I was in a much better situation when I did my case study. But you're not. And the fact that you've survived is a big deal. That is why you can give your best, because you have given your best and you have survived and you will continue to survive. So just do this. Whether you feel like you've prepared less, whether you feel like you've been with the bad tutor, whether you feel like you have not studied enough, whether you feel like you haven't done your revision properly, you don't know every single chapter, every single topic of E3, P3, F3, none of it matters. Okay, I'll repeat it. The case study, the strategic case study, is a practical paper, right? So just give your best. That's it. That's all we need. Just give your best. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, the day after that, whenever you're sitting for the paper, go sit down, but sit down 1 hour before and just forget everything else. For those 3 hours, forget every single thing in your life. Forget every trouble, forget every problem, forget every challenge, forget every big important matter in your life. focus on what the examiner is asking you. Give the examiner what they want. And it's a done deal. I assure you. I assure you. Have no fear, because Azman is here. So that's the reason, That's the reason. You should give your best, because you have done bigger things and there are bigger things waiting for you. This is a small matter. It's not gonna be a life-changing situation. It's an exam. Exams don't decide your promotion. Exams don't decide your life. Exams don't decide your values. No, this is just an exam. It's a stepping stone. Who you are, what you are, those are different things. Right? So whether you pass, whether you fail, those are not relevant. What you do, you give it your best. That's what's relevant. That's what's important. So you've committed to this. You've probably paid. And you've booked your exam. Your mind is made up. All you have to do is just go and do it. Forget everything else. Keep a relaxed mind. Get some good rest before your exam. Definitely, that's very important. With a strong mind, just do it. All the best.